live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously because the internet is awesome. Okay, so reintroduce yourself for us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Jones. I'm from Henderson, Tennessee, a small town near Jackson, Tennessee. Now I live here in Los Angeles, California.
Okay, awesome. How long have you been in Los Angeles now?
Approaching a year now. Approaching a year here in Los Angeles. Got a awakening when I got here. It's a wonderful place, but you have to adapt very quickly in Los Angeles. You really do.
So what do you mean by that?
Well, if just like New York, Los Angeles has its own. It's like its own culture. It's like its own world within the United States. There's so many different walks of life, which is a wonderful thing. It's a great melting pot, which is a wonderful thing. But I live in a valley. If anybody asks you, well, where do you live? I live in the valley. And in the valley, 30 minutes in any direction, you can be in a different world. 30 minutes from now, if I drive 30 minutes up north, I can be in the mountains. If I go to the west, I'm going to the beach. If I'm going down south of Los Angeles, it's straight LA. Oh, I just fell down.
No, I fell.
It's straight LA. That's messing with you. It's a straight LA, the city light, the whole 9 yards. And then if you go the opposite direction, you can find yourself in a desert. So it's literally so many different worlds you can be in just a moment. So I do like it. I do like that part.
Okay, so tell us about your history. So because you were in the service, weren't you?
Yes. My history is like I said, I was born in Tennessee. When I was 17 years old, I told my parents, "Hey, I want to show you that you didn't waste your time raising me." Mm-hmm. So I moved out to Texas for a while, living in Austin and San Antonio area, and then I decided to go full-time military.
Okay.
When I went full-time military, I did 24 years of service, been all over the world, even Europe. I stayed in Europe for like 6 years.
What?
Yes, I've been, Germany. If I wasn't an American citizen, I would be a European citizen just like that. It's wonderful over there.
Wow.
It really is. Don't believe the hype. It's a very good place to live. Been to war. I've been to Iraq war 2 times over, and right when it first started, and came back for a couple of months, went right back again. Seen a lot of things I wouldn't even wish upon somebody who might consider me an enemy or whatever. I wouldn't wish upon them because of a lot of craziness. Would I do it all over again? Yes, I would, because I enjoy serving my country. And then once I retired, I wanted to continue on to serve the people and do something that was beneficial. And I moved out here to Los Angeles, California, not only for that, but to pursue my acting career that I picked up 6 years ago.
So I feel like I'm going on a tangent, which I apologize about. But so what made you get into acting?
Well, see, I always wanted to be an actor. Period.
Wow. Okay.
When I was younger, I always been a comedian. Love to smile. Love to bring characters to life. My brother did a lot of writing, and we'll act out our own plays when we was younger. So I always wanted to do that. But my father, who is a Marine and a minister, he was like, "Listen, if you really want to do that, then you go to the military. You do your 20 years, you retire, and then you can continue with your acting. Then you have some kind of basis. You won't be a struggling actor." Mm-hmm. And I listened to exactly what he said, and it definitely has paid off. With the military sustaining me and my business sustaining me, I'm able to actually get out there and do these auditions and get involved in different workshops and different things that will help you out to become a better actor.
So you still actively take acting classes?
Oh yeah, I've learned from the best, Will Smith. I was on the film Focus in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I actually had a 5-minute opportunity to talk to him. Literally, he bumped into me and said, "Excuse me," and I said, "There's no problem, Mr. Smith." I told him, no problem at all. He said, "No, call me Will." I called him. I said, "I know who you are." So we joked around. I told him, I even made a joke. The way he was walking, I said, "I'm gonna call President Obama, tell him he stole his walk and he spit out his drink." So that made a good conversation. And he's a real down to earth person. The way he is in Fresh Prince is exactly how he is. That's no difference. He's still the same way. And what he told me is, you'll forever be in acting class. You'll forever be learning because you can always evolve. Everybody evolves in life. So the day that you feel like you don't need to evolve anymore, you've already cut yourself off. So
yeah,
yes, I'm always actively in it. Yes, definitely.
Dope. Okay.
You have to. Yeah.
Getting back to the questions. Okay. How have you managed your life of being an actor? And so what do you identify with as you're a financial advisor?
No, there's a difference between a financial advisor and a credit repair specialist.
Okay. So tell us that.
Financial advisor has many points of bringing finances in your home. I have 13 different ways of bringing finances. A financial advisor have a whole lot more. But my focus is on repairing people's credit, building people's credit, and actually try to help them release some of those debts and stress they have that holds them back. So I enjoy doing that because acting is a wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Only way you can get back in acting, really, in my opinion, is you make somebody smile, laugh, or believe in your character.
Mm-hmm.
But once that movie is over, once that show is over, that's it. Versus being a credit restoration specialist, where I can help you literally change your whole lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Where you are renting all the time, we get to where you can able to afford a home or afford a car or afford a loan that's not a high interest rate. So I really like that because that's the main thing. We want to have ownership. So
yeah.
I really truly believe that.
How did you get started doing that?
Well, one of my colleagues is 30 years in acting. His name is Stu Large, and he introduced me to this business. He's been in the movies like New Jack City, Kick-Ass. He's in the film Gotham right now, the TV series Gotham.
Yeah.
So so he thinks just the way I think. See, in the acting world, and then you also know about this, you're laid off until you get hired.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Your audition is
wow.
Is your audition. So you're laid off until you get hired. So you better find something that sustain you
That's
while
so
you're pursuing
real.
your dream or your goals. So why not pursue something where you're your own boss? Because you work a 9 to 5, you're taken out of the game right there. Because we're gonna do play sick or say I can't do this or I can't go to work because of this film.
Yeah.
Eventually, it might get tired of you and let you go, or unless you have somebody that's understanding.
Yeah.
Well, I figure, if I'm my own boss, if I have my own business, I can dictate the time, and that's what makes it work.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's so real.
That's what makes it work.
That's so real. Wow. And how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it as long as I've been here in Los Angeles, going on a year now.
Only a year.
And,
wow.
Oh yeah, November makes a year, so I'm close to that mark.
Because I feel like you've been doing this for like decades. Because I'm always seeing you posting about it and sharing about it, and I'm like, my huge thing is when people say your name, what do they associate it with? And
exactly.
I mean, I already know.
Exactly.
I already knew of Robert the actor, but this new, say it again, credit
restoration. Yes, credit restoration. My name of my company is Elite Financial Credit Services.
Yeah, and I think that's the two things that I associate you with, and I think that's amazing. You're very good at that. You're very. I suck at it. You're very good at it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest problems you find when advising people? Excuse me. Pardon me.
Honestly, that's an easy one. Sometimes some people, I'm gonna say the biggest thing. It's not the business. It's not what we offer. It's not the services. But sometimes when you're used to not having, or if you're used to a certain thing, that it's hard for you to break out of it. I've noticed that for the affordable amount for us to repair your credit versus an interest rate loan, right? An interest rate for 21%. People take the 21% interest rate before they take the service to fix their credit. I need this now. It's like an instant society where you want things in the microwave instead of the oven. And the oven means when you get your credit repaired. First of all, if you don't know your credit score, then obviously you know it's bad. Let's just be blunt about it. You obviously know it's bad.
Yeah.
Because if you know your credit score is good, you always can keep up with it. Second of all, you want to go buy a home. You know you get not denied before you get there. You already know this. Or you try to go get a car, your credit score is 599 or below. You just continue on destroying your credit when you have a chance to fix it. But people are so used to they're real skeptical about how long it's going to be. Well, how long it's going to be is really to see what's on your credit. Is how long we have to take to get it removed according to the Fair Credit Act of 1971. So when people see that, they're more like, well, I'm good, I'm okay. I'll try to get you next week or the week after that or the week after that. Just say that you're fine where you are, because time is of the essence. And the better we have time to work on your credit, the sooner you can get out of that rut. Because I'm telling you right now, the credit bureaus are for-profit organizations. They get paid to sell your information to third parties. A lot of people don't know that. Like say if an eviction happens, they don't the company doesn't report that. The credit bureau actually hires a third party agency to look in your files, your public files, to see what's on you, just to put it on your credit. A lot of people don't realize that they make money of having you in a negative situation. Wow. That's the only way they make money. Because there's nothing in no book at all that says they have to have anything on your credit at all. A lot of people don't know this. But the thing is about it, when people have to understand they can control their finances, they control their life by getting that 3-digit number, your adult report card. If they can get that 3-digit number where it needs to be, your whole life can change. It really can.
So
and that's a problem.
So at any age you can fix your credit.
What you say?
At any age you can fix your credit.
Yes, you can fix your credit, yes. See, the thing about it, the Fair Credit Act of 1971 states that if anything erroneous, incorrect, even in your name, even if the amount is not correct, even if the account number is not correct, even the address is not correct, even the time period is not correct, so many things they can have it removed. They have to remove it. By law, they have to remove it. And they can check. It's your adult report card. I always say that when people have children, they say, well, let me see your report card. They get upset when they see that D or F or even a C. But then your credit score is a 599 or below. You fell on your adult credit card, report card. How you want your child about that report card? So why not fix your report card so you can provide better for that child? I mean, it's true. It's true. That's how they control you. It's the excuse my language to be very blunt about it. It's almost like modern day slavery. It's not in change. It's in finances.
Yeah.
Keep you down, and it doesn't have any discrimination on it either. No race, creed, or color. If we can financially keep you down, then we get more money out of you.
Wow.
So I'm very passionate about that.
I can see that. Like, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know about that. What are some of the biggest obstacles that you find as a performer?
So what I find a performer?
What are some of the biggest obstacles that you find as a performer?
Obstacles?
Yes.
Well, the obstacle I see is that person itself. Number one, if you don't have the mindset to know that no means new opportunity, then don't even try to be in this world, because it's going to happen. You're going to be told no.
Mm-hmm.
When you go audition, that's literally your film.
But like, are you actually being told no?
Oh yeah, I'm just like anybody else. Yes.
Really? I can't imagine that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's going to happen, because there's no true way to get ready for an audition. Mm-hmm. There's no real way to know what the director wants or what they see, because you can be a person that can act your behind off, but you don't look like the part, or you're a person that looks like the part but can't act whatsoever. So now they got to choose between the two. They might change the whole script because, well, this person don't look like the person we need, but they can act. Mm-hmm. Or the one they cannot act, they'll roll the dice and take a chance on them. And the only thing you have to remember is that 2 to 5 minutes that you have, that you're in there and you're auditioning, that's your movie.
Yeah.
You're not auditioning for the film. You're auditioning for that right then and there. That's your time to shine. And if you don't take advantage of that and you don't show them that, hey, you were confident about who you are. Because here in Los Angeles, if you walk through that door and you're not confident, you might as well walk right back out. They watch you as soon as you walk in.
Mm.
As soon as you walk in, they look how you dress.
What do you personally do? What do you personally do to make yourself stand out?
So what I do is if it's a certain part that I know, if it's a police officer role, if it's a lawyer role, if it's a thug role, whatever, or a comedic role, I try to fit that role as much as possible with what I wear.
Okay.
I try to fit it as much as possible. And then when if I'm fortunate to have a script beforehand, I become that script. I got to be that person until it's time to go. When it's time to go, that day, I am that person. I'm not Robert Dion. I'm that character. And when I go in there, I'm just that character. I don't go in. I shake hands if they want me to, but I don't ask a whole bunch of questions.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
I think a lot of actors make the mistake. They go in there, hey, how you doing? Fine. No, that's not going to help you.
Exactly, it's not.
Get the part.
Yeah.
It's not going to help you get the part. What helps you get the part is you go in there and you perform the best of your ability, smile, be grateful that you were there, and walk out. They know, they smell confidence when they see it, and they smell weakness right then and there. It can change for you. That's sometimes I feel like I didn't do so well, and I get a call back. I'm like, I thought I did terrible on that. But see, it's not what I think, it's what they want to think. And if it doesn't, and once that audition's over with, guess what? I'm going to the next one. And I'm going to the next one. I don't even think about it anymore. Because why? You had your time, you gave it your all, and now it's time to move on to the next one.
Yeah.
And when you get the call back, you don't, in my mind, is, hey, that's their loss.
Yeah.
In my mind, like, that's their loss. Because somebody's going to see my talent. So I'm going to go with that. You have to have that type of confidence. I remember the time I used to get upset about it. Those days are long gone and over with. There's no reason to get upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. Not at all. Because there's a lot of people who want to be actors. There's a lot of people who want to be actresses. Some want the fame and fortune, and some, just like me, I just love the world of acting. I love to bring something on a paper and bring it to life. And I call it a professional storyteller. Instead of an actor, you're a professional storyteller. If you think about it. So, you think about it, you bring a character to life. It's in a person's mind, or they can see it on screen. You're a professional storyteller. So that's the best way to go.
Wow.
That's the best way to go.
I like that a lot. I'm gonna steal that. What's been your favorite role you've done so far?
My favorite role. Man, that's so many. Oh, that's so many.
The first one that came to your mind.
First one that came to my mind was when we was on Jurassic World and we played.
Wait, what?
We played, on Jurassic World.
What?
We played the Egyptian soldiers. Yes, when we had to go out to find Blue and the other 3 raptors, and we all was getting murdered and killed. That was actually a very, very fun.
You were in Jurassic World?
Yes, it was a night shoot in New Orleans. I will never forget that. We literally went out to an actual alligator, like a encampment, like a encampment for the alligators, like where they go out there, you can see them live. And there was real alligators still out there. We were doing it at nighttime. We only can use little small chem lights, little miniature lights, and just threw it out in the little swampy areas. And we was basically doing a figure 8. A long figure 8 inside the swamp, and we had to worry about snakes, alligators, and everything else. But it was fun to do. Yes, it was very fun to do.
How many hours was that?
That was an all-nighter, so we did like 12 to 14 hours. That was an all-nighter. Because it had to be just right. You know how that goes. One take, I'll never forget. Took 23 shots. I had never been on any set 23 times to get it right. And you had to do the exact same thing for 23 times. But it was still fun.
No, I'm sure. Really I'm sure. Like, wow, that's so cool.
Yes, that's
you're famous. Did you read that?
I see. Thank you.
You're famous. Oh my God! What? I'm talking to a celebrity right now. That's so cool.
Nowhere near a celebrity. Nowhere near. I'm just you gotta keep grinding. When the doors start opening, you gotta take those chances.
Well, don't forget about me while
you
you're.
gotta take a chance on yourself. You always gotta take a risk on yourself. Period.
Don't forget me when you win your first Oscar, please.
Gotcha.
just send me $5. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Just $5.
Yeah, I just hope I still have my teeth and I still got my age. You know what Oscar, so we'll see.
Okay. What is your dream role?
My dream role is definitely to work with Denzel Washington. That's
wow.
To have
any
kind of role while I'm interacting with him. I studied his demeanor. I studied the way he came up in the acting. He didn't sell himself short or sell himself to get to his stature. He made it clear when he first started acting. And if you hold by your guns, yes, you might miss out on some good roles, but if you hold by your guns, then you still can make it to the top. Some people take the easy route, and some people take the longer route. And he took the longer route, so I'm gonna take the longer route. You know, there's an easy route out here in Los Angeles, but it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it at all.
That's my huge thing. I'm like, I know I could do it easy, but like I just choose to go the long way around. I'm really all about that.
Yes.
That's so awesome. Wow.
Just keep
so
on
like
a longer path.
Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. Oh, is that the line? Okay. What's your overall impact that you want to leave people with? What's your legacy?
How I feel about life, it can be taken at any time.
Yeah.
I've been to war. Sometimes I don't even know how I even made it back, literally, from some of the things that I went through.
Yeah.
I don't know. One thing is, when you leave this earth, you leave two different ways. One, everybody's just glad you're gone because you left a nasty taste in the mouth. Or number two, everybody mourns you because you touched them in some sort of way, in some form of kindness or some form of happiness, or you walk around like the Grinch 24/7. People are not gonna. They'll remember that, but they'll forget you quickly. But somebody he's always trying to make you smile. He always positive guy. He's always something like that lets me know that, hey, I left something behind. You also want to leave. You also want to leave this behind, that you are a reflection of truly who you are. And what I mean by that is, anything that you give out, people reciprocate back. So
yeah,
you can go. When you leave this earth, you can go to a church that's have about 4 or 5 people in there.
Yeah.
See you get cremated, or they got a church full and they got people outside because everybody can't believe that you're gone or you passed away, or they're there to show support for your family. So you had to be careful of how you leave this earth.
Yeah.
There's no time limit that you have here. None. Nothing's promised.
Yeah.
So you might well live life to the fullest. You might well continue to take risk in yourself. Whether it's people think it's popular to them or not, or they'll do it or not, or they support you or not, it really doesn't matter. What matters is, how do you feel? Because a lot of ideas, a lot of inventions, a lot of hopes and dreams are all in the graveyard. A lot of them. The people didn't act upon it. They passed away without acting upon it.
Wow.
And I don't want nothing left at all that I wanted to do. Everything I did it while I was alive. So.
And is this something that you discovered by happenstance, or just is this because of your military background?
No, I'm a spiritual person. I always have a close one-on-one with my deity, my God. I always do that. Because you can't get through anything without your personal relationship with your God or your deity. I try to tread thin on talking about religion because everybody has different religions and different beliefs. But for me, I have a spiritual one-on-one with my Lord. I have to pray every day. When I get up in the morning, I pray like, hey, thank you so much for letting me wake up and having full function of my mind, body, and soul, and having all senses. I can walk up. Somebody wish they could have what I'm having right now. Just even the fact that even to to hear, to touch, to feel, whatever. It doesn't matter. One of those things are taken away from you, your whole life changes. So if you have all of those senses and you're able to have full function and control of your mind, body, and soul, then what you're upset about? You just try to add on to it by doing things that make you happy.
Yeah.
You know? And you have to. Your happiness comes within, and then you be able to show it to other people. If you're not happy with who you are, then it's not going to work. You know, if you're not happy with who you are, it's not going to work. You know, that's one difference saying, hey, I need to work on this, like I need to lose weight here, or I need to go get this degree or whatever. That's one thing. But when you say I hate who I am, or I can't stand to look at a person in the mirror, that is destructive, and it's negative and destructive, and you're destroying yourself within, period. And how you going to say, well, I want somebody to love me? It's not going to work because you don't even love that person in front of you. So you have to accept that first.
I apologize for cutting you off, but there's just like an amazing comment just now from Lydia. Can you see it? I'm going to read it out loud for people that are watching on my YouTube. Just from a fan perspective, just the fact that as a working actor, you're like, oh yeah, of course I go to workshops. There's always more to learn and improve. It's something I wish I heard from other people who are successful because it's not said enough, and that is amazing. That's so true. That's so true. I think that, and I know that I'm very guilty of, I don't want to go to another improv workshop because I don't feel like I need to work on my improv. I want to go to a, what's this, something that I'm weak on. I want to go to a new hip hop class because I'm like, something about dance is like it's always evolving. So like I want to be able to like catch up with the times, you know? And I think that people don't talk enough about how they're still learning their craft. But I also don't want to do another beginner's class because it's like I don't need to learn how to analyze a monologue. I already know how to do that, you know. But yeah, that's a very good observation.
But sometimes you have to go back to. Sometimes you can go back for your refresher course to remind yourself of the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you don't keep staying at the foundation because you only put. You know, when somebody build a house, they don't keep staying with the foundation all for 15 years. No, they're building their house up. But that's important to have that foundation strong. So sometimes you gotta go back and take that putty and put that little crack that you found in the foundation and cover it back up and keep going. And so yes, there's nothing wrong with that. But yes, you have to. If you know there's an area that you're not so strong in, then that's exactly where you need to be at. Like I hear, you want to do a lot of commercials. Ironically, commercials are a good way to get in the industry and get your name known very quickly.
I've heard, yeah.
Then you spread it to films and everything else. But yet still, if you don't know how to give a commercial correctly or don't know how to do that class, then go to that class. But then there's nothing wrong with having a Mosner class over here, or an improv class over here, or an audition class. You know, some classes out here you actually can find them for free. You know, and they're not just thrown together. They're actually very good classes. Or you can go audit a class. I do want to say two different companies, if you don't mind. One is there in Florida, St. Pete, is an Annie Matheny acting school.
Ooh, yeah.
One. And then you have, Annie Matheny acting school, because she came from Los Angeles, and the way that she teaches is that Los Angeles style. How do I know? Because I'm here now, and I'm starting to notice that in the place I'm going to. And then I hear Hollywood Showcase ran by Miss Bobby Chance. She's if you don't know who she is, definitely look her up, www.bobbychance.com. And she is, she's like a drill sergeant, just like Miss Matheny. She'll let you know. Like, you know, when you go on a Tuesday night, you get the script. It's action time. Thursday, she's bringing in directors and producers, and you're always auditioning in front of people. It's always a show. That's why I call it Hollywood Showcase.
You know, and that's my problem that I found a lot of people that say that they want to be actors. It's like you get the script, and it's like they're like, "Oh, I never got a chance to look at it." You said you wanted the part. You said you wanted the role. That's like, it's not okay, and that's the city that I'm in right now. I've been finding like a huge problem with that, of people just being like, "Oh, I'm just gonna wing it." No, don't wing it. Especially if you were giving the script ahead of time. That's just like unprofessional, and that's wasting my time. I'm trying not to curse right now.
If you're quoting Cole Reeves, it only makes sense to know your. There's another place called Cat Studio where you got actually auditions there. A lot of directors and producers use that place, and they're nice enough to see the slides. Sometimes it's almost might be the day before, might be the earliest, the day before, but sometimes
which is
you
fine.
might get it 2 or 3 days before. But you're allowed to hold the script if you want to. To me, I'm like, no,
I don't want to hold it.
You gave me this time. I want to make sure I know the character, and I'm gonna bring the character to life. They always ask, "You need the script?" No, I said that, and they always say, "I'm impressed that you don't have the script in your hand." Well, I didn't travel halfway across. Well, excuse me, not halfway, all the way across the United States, just to wing it. When I go in there, I take it very serious.
Yeah, it's
so
yeah.
Just go back to confidence. You got to be. I don't know. You have to be willing to go the extra mile and make your character.
Exactly. So, and that's my thing. Like,
they had us learn.
And that's my thing. It's like people say that like I'm showing off, and I'm like, I'm not showing off. I'm just doing my job.
And that's why you learn one thing. It's called tune out. Called Operation Tune. You got to tune out all the negative as white noise, because in the end, that's what it is. It's just noise, because people will come at you for things that they're not willing to do. They're not willing. They want to go the road. They want to be a follower and follow behind and see. Okay, I can do this. No, sometimes you got to step out on your own to be seen, to be heard, to be noticed. And if you're not willing to do that, then you're wasting your time. You got to be serious about it.
Yeah.
What they don't understand, somebody else will understand. I have a friend that moved out here. Well, 2 of them. One, he was modeling in the Florida area. And I told him, you need to come out here. You need to do something. You can't be a model in Florida. I mean, no disrespect to Florida, but
no, I agree with you.
New York, you have larger cities. It's a whole different ballgame. Now he was going to Miami. That's a big deal. That's still big in Miami. It really is. He came out here to Los Angeles, and boom, everything started happening for him.
That's
another young man that moved from Florida again. I think he got great training from Andy Matheny Studios. He came out here to pursue acting and his music. Now he has his own talk show.
Shut up!
He has his own talk show.
Shut up!
His talk show with those celebrities that we talk about. I mean, I'm like, wow, you only been here for 2 years, and you already have these celebrities that we see on your talk show.
Shut up!
It can happen for you.
Can I go to Los Angeles?
How bad you want it?
Can I go to Los Angeles?
Yeah, that's the thing about it. A lot of people, I have one other person that should have been out here a long time ago. He should have been out here a long time ago. He has a good stature, but for me, all the respect him, he's afraid to take that chance on himself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. Is you got to take it. You never fail when you take a risk on yourself. You never fail when you take a risk on yourself.
Yeah. Wow.
The learning process will grow, but you're gonna win every time.
Yeah.
And that's what people have to understand. They have to understand. You got to take a risk on yourself.
Wow, that's awesome. This was like the coolest. Thank you for doing this with me. Like, when is your book coming out?
Actually, I have somebody working on one for me. I didn't want to do that. So I haven't done anything yet. He said, "Man, you need to do it right now."
Are you kidding?
No, I need to wait.
Are you kidding? Like,
not yet.
I want to rewatch this and write down all the stuff that you said, because I feel so pumped. Like, I don't know, I want to jump off a building right now. I feel so pumped right now.
Everything's ready, but that's the thing about it. If you don't have that type of feeling, then Mrs. Knight getting through to you. It doesn't matter if it's 1,000 or 2,000 or 100,000 people watching your live feed versus one. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're doing something most want to and are afraid to do, and trust me, keep continuing on, and it should be a www.ashleycollins.com.
No, I'm talking about your thing, not mine. Your thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking of that, yes. Where can people follow you? Where can they follow you?
Well, there's several places, but as far as the acting is concerned, website is www.robertdeon.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's for my everything I've done in acting. Of course, I'm on IMDb as Robert Dion.
Yeah, you
So
are.
there's a way to find me there. As far as finance is concerned, for those, because I want to connect the two. As far as moving out to Los Angeles or New York, anywhere else, you want to make sure your finances are in order. You want to make sure your credit is in good standing. The reason why, what they usually ask if you try to rent a place, if your credit's not good, they're gonna ask for what? Your first first month's rent plus security deposit, right?
Yes.
Well, where I live and stay at right now, rent is $2,400 a month. So if you gotta pay that security deposit, that's $4,000 some odd dollars. So you want to make sure your finances are in order before you even think about coming out to places like this.
Do you have roommates?
The cost of living is too high. Huh?
Do you have roommates?
Oh no, my family's here. My family's here with me. So, but yet still, even when a person that comes out here that's single, they still want to pursue their acting career or whatever else. Yes, you can have roommates, but you gotta hope that they are doing the same. They have the same responsibility as you do.
Yeah.
You still want to make sure that your money is right, just in case one of your roommates are not, they're not on point.
Yeah.
So financial wise, my website is www.elitefinancialcreditservices.com. That's elitefinancialcreditservices.com. Of course, I'm on Facebook as Robert Dion. And you definitely can find me on Instagram, the same thing, Robert Dion, or Robert Dion.
Keep going. I'm listening.
Robert Dion __74 or Elite Financial Credit Services. So I connected all of them together because I want to make sure that everybody can find me. The company.
Oh crap. My phone died. Sorry. So sorry about that. I am going to leave you guys on YouTube though. So make sure that you find Robert Dion. He is a genius. It's like adulting to the max. And one day I'll have a light, so my lighting will be better on camera. Thank you guys so much for viewing. How do I end this stream? With the button that says end stream.